Hello, welcome to our learning management system here at Turning Point Human Capital Management. And we like to say that we think this is probably one of the greatest, most comprehensive learning management systems. And over the past couple of years, we've trained nearly 15,000 employees using this system. So it's automated, it's technology based, it's self-directed. So even in these days of pandemic, things like sexual harassment training and other types of trainings like unconscious bias and diversity, which are extremely important right now. Instead of in the old days where you had to gather everyone into a room, right? Think of the pandemic, right? We had to gather everyone into a room to do training. That no longer works for a lot of businesses. So we've built this system to be able to offer over 180 different courses that meet legal requirements, that meet state requirements, and that are overall a good part of building your workforce to be the best that they can be. So let's jump in. As I mentioned earlier, we offer over 180 courses, and let me show you some of them now. And we break them down into different things. So right now, clearly there is a tremendous push to make sure that we comply with all state laws. So right now there's a handful of states like Maine, Connecticut, New York, California, Delaware, and Illinois, which all require that you do annual or some form of annual sexual harassment training, and they all have specific guidelines. So I'm going to share that with you in a second. But also other things like unconscious bias and diversity and things along those lines. So I'm going to show you a course in a second. And we're going to go right here. So this is what a course looks like. So as you can see, I'll just hit play here. As you can see here, the systems are very, or the training classes are very hip. They're new. They're up to date. You can see here that there's course tests. There's timing of it. So they're very, very hip, very new, and very real. So I'm going to stop that here. So what we do is by using this system, we put the control into your employees' hands. So you can choose the number of courses that your employees take. So all we need is their first and last name and essentially their email address, and the system will do the rest. It'll track their progress. It'll remind them if they haven't done the course on time. It'll remind them if they started and stopped a course. So it's very up to date, very hip, very new, very real. So additionally, many of these courses can be delivered in Spanish, as you'll see here. Here are some courses that can be delivered in Spanish in different state requirements. There's California, there's Delaware. So we can really use this system to meet the needs of a lot of different people and do it remotely. So it doesn't matter if you have employees all over the state or all over the country. This system we can accommodate because it's a technology-based system, learning management system. Additionally, as I mentioned, there are over 180 other different courses. And just to go through them rather quickly, things compliance and legal like HIPAA, right? HIPAA is very important now. Think of the pandemic, right? And how it affects everything, right? So we want to think about HIPAA. As you can see here, there's 28 total courses in compliance and legal. So we'll go to the next section. And this is our workplace safety. There are 16 courses here, various different types of what I would call OSHA types of courses. Now, we do offer OSHA training. We offer over 400 OSHA training courses. That's part of a different system. But you can see here, we're starting to touch on those sorts of things here. The next one is human resources, right? So for you human resources folks out there, we know that there are a lot of things you need to know. Hiring, wage and hour, and we know that these things could be very difficult to deal with just because of the amount of information that's out there. So there's over 36 courses in our HR component alone. Dealing with different types of employees and trainings and all that sort of stuff. So very, very comprehensive, right? Very easy to use. In computer and IT, so as we know, right now. There's hackings going on and all sorts of things, and just educating our employees, our team members, to make sure that they're not making it easier for someone to hack into our systems is truly important, right? Customer service. So, at this time in our world, having a great customer service team, how they're trained, how they're ready to go. You see, we offer over 11 courses here, is extremely important. In the cost of acquiring a customer is astronomically high right now. So retaining that customer, great customer service is one of the most important things we can do as a business. Then we have, of course, professional development, how to become a better leader, how to run better meetings, all sorts of things. So you can see there's 48 courses here, right? So we can see that all of these things are here and ready to go. Then finally, we have our pandemic response. So this is uber important as we're all learning, right? Virtual teams, coronavirus, challenges, collaborating, managing in a crisis, right? Responding to risks. So there are a lot of ways that we can help a business. And in our system here, it's very important that you know that you have resources, that you can deliver training remotely, effectively, and relatively inexpensively. Thanks for listening and have a great day.